Managed to play their way out of that tight little corridor. And here's Richard Offion. Wow, Brown waving a hopeful hand at it. Wasn't a bad effort from last season's leading scorer.
Yeah, that was much more like it from Hamilton. What's also really important is when they get a chance, they've got to try and take it.
Towards Caldwell. Clearest opportunity of the game so far. Gary Caldwell couldn't quite steer it past Czerny. McLennan's ball in for Offion! Hamilton Academical leads Celtic by a goal to nil.
Great ball in. He's in between two defenders there. He's on side, and look at that for a header. Brown, absolutely no chance.
Swales forward and in a little bit of space at the far post as well. He's delivered deep. Oh, Offion, what a chance.
Just look how much room Offion is afforded there. He just comes off Brown.
Mensing has just dropped in at centre half as Accies stay with five at the back. Here's Sheridan. Was he brought down? And what's the verdict here? Canning is off.
Is this outside the box? It definitely is. It definitely is outside the box.
Shouldn't have been a penalty, but Celtic are back on level terms at 1-1.
They have missed a few, but that one was never being missed.
In from Hartley. And that was, judging by the reactions of all concerned from both sides, a nasty clash. And Caldwell okay and back on his feet. Brown for Samaras. Hinkle again. Now Caddis. Neatly done by Caddis. Sheridan guarding it down. Maloney for Brown. Good save, Czerny.
Good work from Caddis. Nice little ball in there from Maloney. And Brown found a good goalkeeper in front of him.
Maloney. No shortage of options. In from Hinkle. Samaras. Good save. And the clearance from Swales. Robson back in. And away by McLennan. What a save from Czerny to deny Samaras. Brown. Caddis. Good ball in again. Czerny is there first. Falls for Hartley. Back to him from Brown. And Paul Hartley has surely won it against his old club in the final 5 minutes yet again.
It's a good ball in. The goalkeeper deals with it. They're sitting so deep, Hamilton. That's just a lovely 1-2 from Paul Hartley.
Well, it doesn't tell me anything I didn't know, that but we'll try and keep going to the end and try and win the game, even though you know that the better team, Hamilton, were hanging in there.
You got to give credit to Hamilton. They played very well today. They were at it the first 20 minutes and they got a probably deserved goal, and then then they get a man sent off and it makes it more difficult for us. But when we need 10 men, and they played very well.
Today it wasn't great, but through when you're having runs. Good runs, you'll find that there's a couple of performances that are not so great, and maybe that's the least effective we have been, but that's down to Hamilton.
The penalty just before half-time was clearly the turning point in the match. Were you aware that it was outside the box?
I wasn't, to be fair. I just heard at half-time, but it looked in the box to me. I think Kellyan's 10 yards in the box, but obviously been pulled back before that. But some of the decisions that you get and some you don't.
Was there a sense of relief when Paul Hartley scored the winner, or did you feel it was coming?
Well, the goalie had made a couple of great saves before that, and I thought, well, maybe today it's one of these days where you're not going to get anything. And Hamilton had defended so well and did so well in the first half. You think, well, maybe they'll do something. Fortunately, we've got one or two players when it's needed they can pick the team up and do something different.
Well, you got the goal, just 5 minutes to go when you equalised. You must be pleased with that. It was a great move. A clever one too with Scott Brown and a really decent finish.
I think it was probably maybe the only way we were going to break them down. I've just tried to take a touch, and I've seen Bruni, and he's played a great ball, great weighted pass, and I just tried to hit the target, and thankfully went in.